Hello again, and welcome to another episode of From the Helm with MarineMax. We are very pleased to be here today. My name is Kelly, and I'm sitting here with Lisa.
Hello.
And gentlemen, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Sure, I'm Ryan West. I've got the pleasure of being the general manager of the Fort Myers location.
Okay.
My name's Armand Liachu. Today I am the beneficiary of this event, and I serve as the Chief Administrative Officer of Golisano Children's Services here in Southwest Florida.
So this is the 2020 Yacht Gala here at MarineMax Fort Myers in the beautiful restaurant here. I don't think we've had a better background yet on this show. I mean, we are literally in a sea of yachts back here and at the Deep Lagoon Marina. And today we're going to be kind of just going through and talking about a few things as to what makes this event happen and the people involved and how much fun people are going to be having tonight, because the event is starting tonight. So big thing, and this is the 5th annual. So if you guys are tuning in via Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, definitely leave your comments, leave some posts, and have some questions too. We love some questions. Get involved, and we'll have them answer your questions. So
We absolutely will. All right, so let's start talking about this event. Ryan, give us a little bit of background about this event, where it's been and where it's come, and what people can expect tonight.
Sure. So as Kelly stated, this is the 5th installment of the Fort Myers Yacht Gala. It's an event that we started 5 years ago, shortly after we acquired the property. We were tenants here for 25 years, and we acquired the 25 acres that we were tenants of in 2014, and then in 2015, we felt like we wanted to do something to give back, and so we decided we couldn't think of a better cause than the Golisano Children's Hospital, which was not yet open, and it was a little of a fundraising effort for it to open its doors. And so we had the first one in 2015, and it's kind of a blur from there. The hospital's open, and it's something that's now become a tradition for us that we all look forward to.
So how did MarineMax get partnered with Golisano specifically?
I'm kind of wondering the same thing.
Armando, do you have insight on this?
It predates me, and so I walked into a great situation. I was pretty fresh here in town when I met Ryan, found out about the gala. I got to serve as keynote the first year, really shared a vision. It was a very successful fundraising year. We've since done some amazing things with the dollars raised. I'm pretty excited to share those tonight with the group.
excellent.
No spoilers, but I will tell you that we're making a real difference in the community.
No, that's amazing. So the very first year when somebody approaches you and says, hey, we need you to go to this yacht gala, what are your thoughts there?
So I am a water guy.
Awesome.
I would prefer to be on the water than anywhere else. And I thought this must be destiny, right? God put me in the right place. And Ryan and I made friends that night. We hit it off really well, sat together, and it's been a really good relationship since. I feel really lucky.
That's amazing. All right. So how do we go about raising funds at this event?
Sure, I'll take part of that. Maybe you can contribute also. So the first way we go about raising funds at the event is by selling seats. Okay?
Right.
So
I can see the tables.
That's the first way. And so the seats are all sold before the event obviously begins, and then we'll have silent auction items, which are some amazing things that you really can't buy anywhere else. They're pretty unique.
Can you share it?
Yeah,
with
what are
us?
some
Do you
of
know
them?
any of them?
I had a quick glance before, and I don't want to spoil it just yet.
There might be an autographed Michael Jordan and LeBron James poster over there.
Okay.
There's some amazing things like that really you can't go on eBay, I don't think anyways, and buy. Maybe
Sure.
you can, I don't know. But our silent auction, and then the most, what I think, exciting part of the evening is the live auction. And that is about 20 minutes of just pure bliss that people just go nuts, and it's a frenzy. It's a ton of fun, and oftentimes we look back and say, what just happened? And we look at the total, and we realize how generous people are, and we're humbled.
And I think we're actually standing on the stage where this will be presented, correct?
No, we're sitting on the stage.
True. This is
are.
exactly, so you guys it's like a first-person perspective almost. It's actually going to be presented here where everybody will have an opportunity to bid on some items and maybe win that LeBron, Michael Jordan signed autograph.
I think
poster.
Kelly's going home with that. Could
That would be, yeah, that would be epic.
Sounds like you're a prospect to me.
Definitely.
So I actually want to know a little bit more about the building we are in right now. I know this is a fairly new restaurant. Can you elaborate on Deep Lagoon?
Sure. So the name of the restaurant is Deep Lagoon Seafood and Oyster House. And when we bought the property, we knew that we wanted to do a waterfront restaurant because, quite frankly, in Fort Myers anyway, that you can access by boat, there aren't very many options to choose from. And so we knew we wanted to do a waterfront restaurant. We partnered with a client of ours that we've had a relationship with for a long, long time, and we hatched the concept of doing this together. We opened the doors of this last June. There's seating for 270. It's waterfront. It's an amazing location in the heart of Fort Myers, right off of McGregor Boulevard, and it's been a really, really cool concept for us. And it's something that our customers love, our team loves, and it's a great place to meet up or come in by boat, and we're excited to have it.
No, it's amazing. Obviously, the view is gorgeous, and just the fact that you come by land or boat. What a unique location.
And it makes a great meeting spot for those of us that work in a hospital close by. And so oftentimes when people want to meet for lunch,
Yep.
Here?
this is where we meet. And right there is where we sit.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Works out great.
It's Armando's table?
It's Armando's table. I don't think it's been named yet, but we can talk about it.
Do you have like your own sandwich here? You know, you come in and you have the Armando on the menu.
No, but you know
Okay.
what? If the fried grouper sandwich became the Armando sandwich, that would probably be apropos.
That would be great.
So it said, let it be done.
That's how these things form.
It is.
So can you tell us a little bit about the Golisano Children's Hospital and just kind of a background and history?
Sure. So in 1994, a group of local pediatricians decided that we needed a children's hospital for Southwest Florida. And as you can imagine, they were met with all kinds of opposition. This is a retirement community, there aren't enough kids here. But they pressed on. And what they did was they started to create a children's hospital within the adult hospital. A few beds here, a few beds there. And that quickly grew to 94 beds. They had taken over a third of the adult hospital. And Lee Health set out on a campaign to raise funds to build the hospital that you see today. And over a 6-year period, they raised $105 million from Southwest Florida. Lee Health kicked in another $115 million, and we spent about $230 million building the 300,000 square foot children's hospital.
Wow.
It is absolutely state of the art. All of the major ologists are represented. Our outcomes are consistent with the best children's hospitals in the country. We are seeing 40,000 children a year in the emergency department. At any given time, we're over 90% occupancy in the children's hospital.
Wow.
And our survivor rates for our neonatal intensive care unit and our cancer program are on par, if not better, than the best institutions around the state and around the country. So we're delivering world-class care to the children of Southwest Florida. And we wouldn't have done it without the philanthropy and support of the community here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Kind of makes me
that's
emotional
tough.
a little
And
bit.
it seems like this area in general, I mean, we're driving down from the Clearwater, Tampa Bay area. I mean, it's expanding at
is.
rapid rates too. I mean, they're opening up the roads, which means there's a lot more people that are coming down to this area.
So our growth rate is really outpacing the rest of the state. On most of the lists that you see nationally, Southwest Florida is on the fastest growth trajectory. And the people that are moving here are families and people that are soon to have families.
Right.
And so we've already got close to 300,000 children in the region, and we're expecting that number is going to go up significantly. Our facility and our sister hospital in Cape Coral are delivering 7,000 babies a year. When you think about 7,000 new babies in Southwest Florida every year, and add that to the people that are moving here on a regular basis, the future looks bright. Hopefully a lot of boaters.
That's
a given.
fantastic. All right, so obviously tonight is all about raising funds, having a good time, celebrating what we love about the water and giving back to the community. If people can't make it tonight, but they do want to donate and help out with the cause, where's the best place for them to go?
Sure, I'd say to go to the Golisano Children's Hospital website, and there will be a Donate Now button that will point you to our foundation. And you can peruse a little, learn about what we're doing, all the specialists we have, the services we offer. It really is a magical and special place. And so I welcome you to visit the website And if you want to participate, participate. And if not, for now, just become a friend and get to know what we're doing and come take a tour.
Yeah, definitely. And check out their website, of course, and also on Facebook they can be found, so you can learn more about the Golisano Children's Hospital and see all the events that are taking place and just learn a little bit more about their hospital. And in getting back to MarineMax, and so I know we keep going back this way, right? But so what? Can you kind of give the viewers a quick little overview as to what we're seeing here in terms of the beauty?
I thought you never asked. This is the easy part, right?
Yeah.
So behind you, you'll see a world-class display of some of the newest, most amazing yachts on the planet anywhere. Okay, so we've got a 68 galleon, which is its world debut in the market. This is the first 68 galleon that's been imported to the US.
Sure.
We've got it on display tonight. We've got a world-class lineup from Boston Whaler, Ocean Alexander, Azimut, which is an Italian line we represent.
Yeah.
You can see a tremendous amount of luxury in a very short period of time, and so it's an easy thing for us to do to attract people here, right? And so it's a lot of fun. I'm not in the insurance business or anything else. I'm in a really fun business, right? The boat business, and so I get excited about it. It's a really cool way to earn a living. I've got to pinch myself right now.
It is incredible, and we will do some social media content, so stay tuned after this live event. We'll be posting pictures, we'll be getting some videos. We even talked to one of the guys who's going to show us around one of the galleons.
Awesome.
So that's going to be pretty cool. But again, galleon yachts, Boston Whaler, Ocean Alexander, Azimut yachts, you name it. I mean, it's all here in one location, and it's just it's a sight to behold for sure.
Armando, what type of boater are you?
Yeah.
I am a center console, go out 60 miles, fish hard all day, and come back with a boat full of grouper.
That's
That kind of boater.
That's a
Yeah.
good way to spend the day for sure.
So, what next? I mean, and I do want to give a little brief look into some future things that are happening for the Fort Myers location.
Sure.
We were in your office a while back, and I saw some blueprints on the wall for some cool stuff. Could you kind of give an insight as to what's happening at Fort Myers?
Be happy to. So one of the things you would have seen blueprints for is the restaurant that we're sitting in, right?
Of course,
so this is our newest addition to what I would call our waterfront campus here, okay? And so we're permitted to store up to 300-ish boats on land here at our facility. Today we have about 130. Okay. And so in the coming months, you will see us add to our dry storage or valet capacity by a substantial number. And so 2020 will be a year that we expand significantly and serve substantially more boaters in the market. So you'll see an expansion there this year. As a byproduct of that, we'll add jobs to the community. We'll add boaters to the community. We'll reach out and touch more people, and hopefully encourage our customers, our new ones, to give back with events like this and invite their friends to join in the waterfront lifestyle as well.
Yeah, and I feel like from what we're seeing with the trends, I mean, there's just more boaters than ever in this day and age. I mean, it's just we're making it accessible to them, and it's just a great thing that people are wanting to do more and more of, right?
Yeah. So one of the downsides to boating is that it can be work, right? And so with things like taking on and off canvas, flushing out engines, cleaning the boat afterwards, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And so what we try to do is we try to put ourselves in the client's shoes and say, okay, how can I make this process only the good and try to minimize any of the stuff that's not any fun. Exactly. And so through things like our Boat Cloud app, as an example, where clients can ask us to launch their boat, put it in the water without ever picking up the phone and calling us, just picking a time. We're able to launch 6 boats an hour and select the time that they want. In addition to that, we've got a client lounge that's set up for people to meet up before they go out on the water with their friends, and also shower afterwards if they like before they come up for dinner. While they're eating dinner, we'll pull their boat out of the water, we'll flush the engine, we'll wash the boat from the rub rail down, we'll put all the canvas back on and do all the stuff that they don't want to do, so that they can enjoy themselves and enjoy the waterfront lifestyle. So making it easy is what we're all about.
Yeah, well, it is incredible the amount of ways, where in a lot of ways they just have to sit back and go boating, right?
That's the idea. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Armando, so is there any other events that the Golisano Hospital does? Like, what can we look forward after this Yacht Gala, obviously, is probably like the main event. But what else can we expect from you guys?
Sure, so we've got a Secret Garden Gala coming up that also supports Kids Minds Matter, which is our mental health initiative, which is the primary program that will be supported today. We've got donors in the community, like the Wine Festival, who are helping us to establish an eye institute. We have got our friends out on Sanibel and Captiva, the SandCap team, who's been supporting us for many years, and they're trying to help us bring neurosurgery here. And so there are a lot of groups throughout the community trying to raise funds so that we can open access to more programs and more children. Our goal is for kids never to have to leave Southwest Florida to get the care that they need. And it's folks like Ryan and you that are helping us do that.
That's amazing.
And the team, of course, too.
Absolutely.
And tell us a little bit about the MarineMax Fort Myers team and just kind of give all these different walks of life in one location.
Sure. So we are a full-service place, right? We do it all here from a boating perspective. So in order to do that, we've got 77 full-time committed team members that are here to make boating easy for our clients. So we've got 11 salespeople on staff, and so if you break that back for every one salesperson, we have roughly 6 support people standing behind that salesperson to support our clients. And so that ratio is inverse at a lot of locations like ours. And so service is really what we're all about. It's convenience, it's waterfront access, it's the best brands in the industry, and it's taking care of our clients. And so we're serious about doing that. We're a relationship business. The boats are just the vehicle to that relationship. And so our team is really where that relationship starts. And so I think you'll find a group of very committed men and women that are committed to taking care of our clients, and we, on the other hand, are committed to taking care of them.
Exciting.
Amazing. All right, do we have any questions or comments from our viewers? Well, if you have any questions or comments after we wrap tonight, feel free to drop them. We'll obviously put some links in so you can find more information about MarineMax Fort Myers and all the wonderful services they offer, and the Golisano Children's Hospital and all the cool things that they have coming up as well.
Yes, definitely. And I just wanted to ask, so what are some of the events that you have coming up? I know we're not too far off from like the Miami Boat Show's coming up. It's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner. That's right, the Miami International Boat Show. In fact, several of the boats that are back here will be debuting at the Miami International Boat Show as well. So that's right around the corner. We've also got a really cool event coming up. It's called Gatsby on the Galleon. And so we got kind of a cool 20s theme party that we're going to do here in a few weeks to let folks experience a few more of the boats, as well as numerous getaways to different locations around to help introduce people to boating and how to boat in Southwest Florida and where to go and enjoy what we have to offer. So anyways, I've got a question for Armando. If I can join in
absolutely. Let's question Armando.
So Armando, we initially when we started this, our keynote speaker the first year was a gentleman by the name of Jim Nathan, right?
Yes.
Jim was the CEO for Lee Health for a number of years, long time. I think close to 20 years. So something that Jim said to us early on is he pointed a statistic regarding the funding that Lee Health creates. And if I remember correctly, he shared something that Lee Health is one of the very few hospital systems in the state that does not take any public funding. Is that right? Am I saying?
You are.
Would you mind elaborating?
Absolutely. So we are the 3rd largest public health system in the country. So Lee Health is owned by the people of Lee County. Our board members are publicly elected officials. We are one of the largest public health systems in the country that receives 0 tax support. And so no tax dollars come to Lee Health. And to add to that, especially at the Children's Hospital, about 75 to 80% of the folks that we care for are governmentally funded. So they're either on Medicaid or Medicare on the adult side. And reimbursement there is a bit of a challenge, right? Medicaid isn't like a premier payer. And when you have such a large population, we run at a deficit. So the Children's Hospital was built to run at a $15 million a year deficit in perpetuity. And that's okay, because it was built to care for children, not to make money. And so I tell my family often, I never knew I would become so good at begging. And so now I don't just extend one arm, I extend 2. And everywhere you see me, I'm doing this. But it's because we are trying to make up for the fact that so many of our patients are underinsured or uninsured. And you know, we live in an area of such affluence and such wonder and beauty, and we're talking about these beautiful yachts and waterfront living and water living. But if you go just a few miles east, the picture is very different. And those are our patients, and we love them just as much as the ones we do on the west side.
Certainly.
And so we couldn't do for them what we do if it wasn't for folks like you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I would also tell you that this hits close to home for us because myself included, countless members of our team depend on the support of the Lee Health System and also the Golisano Children's
Right.
Hospital, right? Before you guys opened your doors in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, there were the closest children's hospitals to here were either St. Petersburg or Miami, right?
Wow.
So St. Pete and Miami were the closest children's hospitals.
That's hours away from you.
Yeah.
Correct, hours away. And so I will tell you from personal experience, we've had the unfortunate situation where we've had to drive in the middle of the night to St. Petersburg, to the Children's Hospital in St. Petersburg when one of our children had fallen ill or needed care urgently. And so to have that safety net in place right here in your community is something that is just, I can't say enough how important that is. And so with guys like Armando who are committed to that and people in the healthcare system that are about taking care of people, not necessarily about taking profits home every year,
Yep.
it's a completely different feeling, and it's something that honestly I don't know how the community lived without it as long as it did.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely great that you found this location, and it is within that halfway of both locations. 2 hours away. I mean, it seems ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So,
And I consider it a personal failure every time a family has to travel to care now.
sure.
I mean, it is my mission and our team's mission to keep that from ever happening. I mean, there are going to be cases that we can't handle here, but those should be few and far between.
Yep.
No, that's a good mission.
Well, do you guys? I'll give you the floor. Is there anything else you'd love to say to all the viewers out there about this event tonight? We'll start with Armando or your Golisano Children's Hospital or MarineMax. Anything you'd like to say?
Sure, so I will say this. An event like tonight, for us, is a few hours of pleasure, entertainment, feel good. But behind the scenes, there are dozens of people that have worked for months to make this happen. And so I'd be remiss if I did not thank them, the team at MarineMax, the volunteers, the folks here who have closed this restaurant to make it available to us tonight, the folks that are working outside. I mean, I want you to know that what you're doing matters, and it's making a difference in the lives of children. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank two people or two sets of people also. So our team, we mentioned 77 young men and women or men and women that work here that are committed to taking care of our customers. We would not be able to do what we do without their commitment. And also our customers, right? Because when we started this thing, the way that we started this thing was we invited our clients to come hear about a cause that was important to us. And 5 years ago, they said yes, and they came, right? And I was joking earlier, they got bit by the ants in the field out here before we had the restaurant. And they donated anyway. And
Yep.
and so I'd be remiss not to thank our clients who are extremely generous and willing to commit their time, their talent, or their treasure to supporting a fabulous cause. So I'd like to thank them.
Well, I'd like to thank the two of you,
Absolutely.
Armando and Ryan, for attending tonight, being here with us, and we thank you for allowing us to sit on your stage, not stand, and enjoy this night with you, and talk to you guys a little bit about it, and of course enjoy the beautiful boats behind us and meet with the team.
You're very welcome. We want to see a lot of this tonight. That's paddle raising.
Paddle raising.
That's what I was gonna say.
So raise your paddles.
Raise the
Okay.
paddles. All right. You
Cool.
can hear they're doing sound check. They're clinking glasses. They're getting
Yes.
ready to get this party on the road.
Definitely.
So we're going to say farewell to you from the Helm viewers. And thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.